Over the last 30 years, I must have tried a dozen different dog training programs. Some were okay, others outdated, but even worse, some were downright rubbish and unsafe for dogs. When I was looking for help training my first rescue dog Bonzo, a friend of mine gave me a copy of his brain training for dogs, so in this article, I've shared our experience using this program. Before we go any further, I'm going to let you know that I believe the techniques and philosophies used in this training program are reliable and trustworthy. I'm going to share with you what you can expect from the program and how it will help you and your dog from now on. This program teaches your dog to become a problem solver, and they will actively want to take part in every part of their training. By using positive reinforcement instead of fear, your dog's learning process is accelerated. During the rest of Brain Training for Dogs review, I will look at how the program is designed and how and why it worked for my dog. But I will explain why I think this is one of the most efficient and reliable dog training programs on the market. This program is priced at $47 and is a one-off fee, and as I am writing this post, this hasn't changed. Inside you will get 2 e-books. Brain Training for Dogs. Behavior Training for Dogs. You will also have access to 21 demonstration videos that will show you how to complete the exercises successfully, and you also now have access to members-only exclusive area. The program itself couldn't be easier as each step is described and you have a video to help you along. They detail the training program itself, and the ebooks and the videos are just meant as a guide to help you. Following the most recent update, I must admit that the written information and videos provided are easier to follow. Not that I had too much trouble the first time, but I can see why some might get confused. What I found most interesting about this program is that I found that I learned as much about dog training as my dog did about their own behavior. Adrienne understands that to successfully train a dog you must first train its owner, so providing clear instructions about all the skills that you need makes this program easy to follow. As we mentioned earlier, neither you nor your dog are a robot, so training isn't always going to be linear. Expecting the training process to always go smoothly is unrealistic, but there is where the troubleshooting part of the program comes into play. They design these to help you and your dog figure out how to solve some functions you'll need down the road. Initially, you learn to master using a clicker, and trust me when I tell you this is a skill you should value. You also learn to stop your dog snapping your fingers off when they're trying to get a treat. For example, you learn that the only time you should ever hold treats in your fingers for your dog is you're teaching them luring. I must admit that as a teacher, I enjoyed the school-like structure of the training program. How you and your dog progresses from preschool all the way to Einstein. Encountering more challenging puzzles and exercises as they progress through the program. Preschool is very easy. Elementary is easy. High school is intermediate. College is difficult. University is very difficult. Graduation is expert. Einstein is genius. As you are your dog's teacher, you will have to give them grades from A from F to A depending on how fast they complete each challenge. Every exam your dog will undertake has a grading curve with its own criteria on whether they should progress to the next grade or level. As you progress to more advanced levels, there's no denying that the training exercises become more challenging, but also they're interesting and a lot of fun. The goal of each section is very simple: have your dog learn something new and behave in a more desirable fashion. Every section of the training program has an obvious broader purpose that will help affect the quantity of your dog's life. For example, here are some more advanced exercises. Name discrimination. For this exercise teaches your dog to recognize the specific names of different toys. They say your dog can keep up to 200 vocabulary words. I am not sure where they're yet. The Tidy Up game. We love this game where I talk Banjo to pick up her toys and put them in a dedicated toy area. Leg weaving. There's no denying that this exercise proved too great with bonding with Bonzo, as she was afraid of people's legs and feet. The approach is simple and only positively reinforces behaviors you want your dog to repeat. In other words, if your dog whines for attention, you have to learn to ignore them at all costs. This is the only way these behaviors will disappear. But this is where the positive reinforcement comes into play. As soon as they stop whining, give them a treat or a toy, or even playing with them. Anxiety triggers some dogs whining. For example, my little lady despises the vacuum and whines every single time I take it out of the closet. But slowly I'm teaching her she has nothing to be afraid of, by ignoring her, and when I finish vacuuming, I give her a treat if she doesn't whine. Anytime I finish vacuuming and she's still whining, I have to learn to ignore her. I don't talk to her. I won't even look in her direction. But as soon as the whining stops, I have a treat on hand ready to reward her. After I finished vacuuming sessions to eventually start to learn that she had to tolerate it, now she just walks away and tries to ignore the noise. Anytime I enter the room and she whines at me, I just turn my back and walk away. I know the signs like a long process, but even looking at your dogs when the whine is giving them the attention that they crave. And you positively reinforcing the behavior. If you stay focused and behave consistently, this annoying behavior will soon cease and you'll quickly be rewarded with a dog that no longer likes to whine. So if you are asking me, does brain training for dogs work, I would have to give it a resounding yes. I have to say that Brain Training for Dogs by Adrienne Farricelli is by far the best dog training program I've ever used. It tackles a wide variety of issues that you will encounter with your dog and offers solutions that are both straightforward and sustainable. When you look at the price of $47, you may wonder why it's so cheap, especially considering a dog trainer can cost you anything up to $150 an hour. I'm sorry I don't have an answer for you on that. But what I know is that these kind signs based on force-free training methods provided me with a unique connection to my dog. We don't love the brain-boosting sessions that just inspire us to do more together. Is a highly qualified canine behavior expert, and this expertise shines true throughout the program. Her passion for creating strong bonds between pets and their owners is clear. All she wants to do is to change your dog's behavior, to make both your lives easier. Anyone who's new to dog training should jump at the chance of using this program, as it's both challenging and fun. It offers the complete package from ebooks to your training videos, so all the troubleshooting additions that the team has worked so hard to provide you with. If you have a problem, pooch with these issues with you today by giving Brain Training for Dogs a try. Neither you nor your dog will regret it. Click the link in description to access the course.